Hi guys, it's Queen-Lee here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided I'm going to cook you some nice, juicy, spicy barbecue pot roast pork. Why pot roast? Because I have got no charcoal, so I can't go outside to do the barbecue. In my other vlog, I've always told you that whatever I use in meat kind is always optional because I know some of you are vegetarian. So for this recipe, you can go ahead and use chicken. Yes, I said it, chicken, fish, or even veg. Okay, I'm going to put below in the description section the recipe that I'm going to be using and also the method. I'm going to be slicing the pork into medium slices. Yeah, you can also dice it, but today because I'm going to do barbecue, I prefer to do it in slices, as you can see. Not too thick, not too thin. So there I have 3 slices already. And I'm going to go in for another cut. And be careful, guys, of how you hold the knife and how you slice in, okay? So we have another nicely cut piece of pork there. It's a little bit bigger, but yeah, we get in the proportion that I want. So as always, guys, I have washed my pork previous to this with a bit of vinegar. I like to wash my meat with vinegar. My mom used to do that, so I tend to follow her tradition. So I always wash my meat before cooking with a bit of vinegar because she said that it cleans the meat. Or even the veg if you choose to use veg. That's the pork now in the bowl. I finished chop the pork and it's completed. Now when it's in the bowl, and I'm going to give it another wash without the vinegar now, okay? After finish using your chopping board, always clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So you clean your board properly with just pure water. I use warm water, okay? And after wiping, you dry it. So now, guys, after finish preparing and washing and cutting and slicing the pork and also washing your hands again, I'm going to marinate my pork. First, I'm going to put a bit of olive oil. Yes, I love to cook with olive oil. And I think also when you use olive oil in your meat, it makes it quite moist and succulent. Then I'm going to add a bit of pink salt. You can use sea salt, you can use rock salt, and you can also use fine or coarse salt. It's your choice. Then I'm going to add my crushed chili because we're a family of spice. We like spice. We're the spicy bunch. So if you don't like spice, then you don't have to, but add a bit of spice. Just a little touch to make it that pot roast barbecue spicy pork. To give it that touch. Next, I will be adding my lovely oregano to give it that Italian touch. Okay, just a bit though, because this one is quite strong for some reason. Then I'm going to be adding my garlic, which is very good for you to drink, to season. It's very good. Garlic is very good. I love garlic in all my dishes, practically all my dishes. Then I'm going to add a bit of ground cumin. Now this is optional also, but I need the taste of the cumin to incorporate with my smoky barbecue sauce. So just a tip of cumin. If you have it, you can use it. If you don't, that's okay. It's just my choice. The menu, I'm going to add some barbecue sauce, okay? Not promoting Bramwell's, but that's what we're going to use now, okay? And this is the base of the ingredients. Remember, it's going to be barbecue, spicy barbecue pot roast. So you put as much as you would like. And I like it juicy, so I'm going to put quite a bit. Next, we're going to marinate. You can go ahead and use your hands, but I'm going to use the fork today. Okay, look brown and juicy. I think I'm going to add a bit more of the barbecue sauce. Yeah, I like it when it's brown, dark. No, I should say dark. So here goes again. I'm gonna roll it one more time just to get the barbecue sauce all incorporated into the mixture and let the pork absorb it for a while. Last but not least, I'm going to add my finely chopped onions and scotch bonnet pepper. I got this pepper from a friend from before all of this started, so it's very hot. It's from Jamaica actually. Scotch bonnet pepper with the seed in it. I choose to use the seed because I like spice. So I'm gonna pour this onto the pork, the already marinated pork. I don't like to waste anything at all, especially in this time. Beautiful. Ooh, look at the color, guys. Could eat that right now, right? No, you can't. You have to cook it first. So we're gonna marinate it again, rub it in again. Just make sure it's nicely incorporated into the pork. Then you're going to let it sit for a while. For me, and that's what I saw my mom did, she would leave it to sit, but would use a piece of foil paper. Optional though, guys, you can also use a piece of cloth, yeah, but at this time I'm going to choose to use the foil paper. And we're going to let it sit for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Then the seasoning, the barbecue and all the spices get to incorporate into the pork, so it will be juicy and succulent when you put it into the pot. So I'll see you in 15. To complement my spicy pot roast barbecue pork, I'm going to be doing some homemade mac and cheese. It's homemade because it's made at home. For the mac, I'm just going to use a bit of table salt, so a bit of olive oil also. I like my stuff to be nice and moist, okay? Then you're going to stir with your fork or spoon. Moving on to the pork. Here I'm pouring the oil into the pot, but you have to be really careful. So I'm putting in my pork now with a little bit of olive oil already in the pot, as you know. And be careful because as you can see, the oil is seething a bit. I think the pot is a bit too hot.
Oh, look at that car. My club, that's gonna be my car.
Yeah, nigga, that's it. Rusty ass car 15 years from now.
And remember, you don't have to use a lot of oil because you know pork, pork gives you oil anyway from the skin. And I use olive oil anyway. So the olive oil is optional again, as I say, and you don't have to use a lot because the pork already has oil in it, or will produce oil, I should say. So after putting in all your marinated juicy pork, cover your pork and leave it to simmer. I'm going to check on the pork now to see if they need turning because you know I left them to fry. Be careful. Oh my god, it's not frying. I've checked on my pork and I've lighted the stove. I'm going to check on my mac and cheese to make sure it's boiling, okay? Here goes. Okay, yes, it's doing just fine. And you can see the water is still there and the mac need to cook a bit more. So I'm just going to leave it for another 5 minutes. Texture is looking really nice, not clumpy. So I'll leave it a lot to keep moist. Now we are checking on our mac again, and as you can see, the water is all gone. It's boiled out just like how I like it, just the way I like it. And I'm going to be adding in the cheese powder. Then we're going to stir in the powder with the mac and cheese. Sometimes the cheese can become a bit lumpy and you stir it consistently for a little while so the cheese will dissolve. Then I'm going to add some olive oil butter, olive butter spread, yeah. And now I'm going to add some olive spread to my mac and cheese. As you know, I like it moist and nice. And I might as well use olive spread because I've used the olive oil. You can tell that it's ready by, you know, testing it. Tested, it's all done. See, it's getting nice and brown and juicy. Yay, that's enough juice to make my sauce, I think, because that's exactly how I wanted it. And guys, remember, safety first, so stand a bit away from the pot because the oil and pork, as you know, sizzle, yeah? So you can see the bubbles coming up. You have to be careful because I've got a bit of burn. The oil burnt me twice now. Nothing big, it's manageable. You know, when you're a cook, you will get burned sometimes.
Turn it down.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm going to turn it down. To complement my spicy barbecue pot roast pork, I'm going to have vegetable as the side order. So we have the pork, the mac and cheese. We need to incorporate some of our fiber days. So I'm going to be using some frozen broccoli at this time. Yeah, so we have broccoli, we have cauliflower. Here you go. We have broccoli, we have cauliflower, we have green peas, and the nation favorite, carrot, which is good for your eyesight. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use to complement my spicy pot roast pork dish with mac and cheese. So I'm just going to add boiling water to this with a bit of salt. Yeah, so that's my salt. I put my salt first because, guys, I'm going to microwave this. It's microwavable vegetable, so I'm going to microwave it. I'm going to tip a little bit of my olive oil. Like using olive oil in everything that I do. I think it's good for you in general. Yeah, and I'm going to use the hot water from the pipe and then put it into the microwave.
Rolling.
So now I'm going to be adding in the seasoning, which is the onion and the pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper. The pork, which is already now, it's brown now, like how I like it. So I've added the pork in now, guys, and I put the seasoning in. Yeah. Then the next thing you're going to do is stir it. Make sure it's well stirred in. You see, when I told you about pot roast pork, this is what I expected. The side of the pot is looking roasted. Yeah, that's how you know you're getting your pot roast pork. The color, it's not burnt, it's just brown. So you know, like if you're doing a barbecue on the grill, you would get that barbecue effect. Yeah, that's what the pot is giving me now. Don't think that it's burning or anything. That's the color that I'm expecting when I'm doing a pot roast inside the house in a pot. So after adding the spice, a bit more spice to your liking, yeah, you then add your barbecue sauce. Smoky barbecue sauce though, that's the one you're going to use, okay, to get the smoky effect. So I'm going to put it all over, and this time I'm not going to stir it. I'm just going to let it sit. So guys, as you can see, I've just added the barbecue sauce to my pot roast pork, and I'm going to leave it to simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, I'm loving the color and I'm loving the effect, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I'm loving the consistency. Going to leave it now to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Also, you're going to make sure that you turn it down to the lowest point now. You don't want it to burn. So you're going to turn it right down and let it simmer. As you can see, dinner is ready. So we have our mac here, which is finished cooking, nice, creamy, juicy, just the way I like it. Our mixed veg, our broccoli, carrot, sweet peas, and also cauliflower. And here is the final touch on the juicy, spicy barbecue pot roast pork. Oh, I would love to share some with you right now. Look at that. Look at the pepper. You can still see the pepper. Yeah, because I did add a few bits more to it, because as I said, I love it very hot and spicy. So now I'm going to share, because I know people is getting a bit hungry. I'm going to share some for you too, don't worry.
Yeah, nigga, that's a rusty ass car 15 years from now.
Presentation is very, very, very essential. So I like to present my food in a nice, special way, so it looks quite interesting and edible. More water in, and if you're not a pork eater, you can just have the vegetable with the mac. Yeah. So that's my finishing touch, guys. My pot roast barbecue spicy pork with mixed vegetable, mac and cheese, and on my mixed veg, to give it a bit of taste, this is, as you can see, fat-free vinaigrette dressing, which I'm going to pour over the mixed veg. And this is also optional, guys, but it makes the vegetable quite tasty. Okay, thanks for sharing my dinner with me today. Hope you have enjoyed it. And I see a little bit of spillage right here, guys. Let me get it off, because presentation is essential to me. Yeah, that's it, guys. Wipe the edges. So yes, guys, that's the dinner for today. And I do hope you have enjoyed watching, listening, and learning something new. And I do hope that you will subscribe, make a comment, and also share. And most of all, like. I like you, you like me, and you like my food today. So let me know. Give me a shout out, guys. Tell me if you like to see me cook something else, and you can also share ideas with me. I'm always open up to ideas. Okay, each one teach one, guys. Love you loads. Bye.